Alright, this is a recent one, kind of recent, but like way more recent than when I was 16 years old. So it's called Control Freak. I'm far from weak, making my life unique. You know what I seek, but you are a control freak. I think we've hit our peak. You're on a streak, but the future looks so bleak. Always looking over my shoulder. The paranoia grows older. He just wants to hold her, pulling her closer. But she sadly grows older. Now look, you're on a roll, constantly on patrol. Always needing that control. The harassment is taking its toll. Where once was my heart is now a deep hole. Never any time to myself. Privacy isn't a thing in itself. Respect me and prove to yourself that you don't need my heart on your shelf.
My name's Krista. My poem's called My Grandmother Taught Me, and it's kind of written because, as we age, our perception of like the adults in our life change, and our relationship with them changes too. So, my grandmother taught me holding your tongue is less and less feasible with age, more so experience. Like a weather-torn gate, it can no longer hold back the foul.
Hello, my name is Anita Dees, and I'm from the New London Poets. Yeah, it was a long haul up here, but a very pretty drive once I got off Interstate 95. All right, so at times like this, because I did not pause outside to look at the poems that were posted in front of the building, since I was out in the rain all day yesterday, I don't know which of the 3 poems I submitted is out front. So at times like this, I engage the audience. What I have here are 3 poems, and you get to choose which you would like to hear. I have one lovely Shakespearean sonnet about nature and a bluebird and how bad weather is hard on things that live. I have Dirty Blonde and Blue, which is my complaint about how society sees women. And I have a humorous poem, which is Don't Rye and Sly. So which do you prefer? Dirty Blonde and Blue? Any?
Yeah.
All 3.
Yeah, okay, so you'll have 3 votes for Dirty Blonde and Blue. Bluebird and a laurel thicket. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those. And Kitty's Caper seems to have won. All right, so you're getting Kitty's Caper. Now, my fellow young poet here in the first row enjoys writing in rhyme, and a lot of us do. The forms are also excellent exercise for any poet. They're like calisthenics for an athlete. They teach you about the sounds of words, the rhythms of words, and how things can go together for different meanings, and how you can make one word have 3 meanings in a poem. So this is Kitty's Caper, and this is an odd form where you have 3 verses. Each one must have 4 lines. The first line in each must be an octameter in rhyme, and the other lines have to be quadrameters. So it was kind of fun for me because I was avoiding that pentameter that Shakespeare bores us to death with. So, Jane's boyfriend left, he took the cat. They'd had a spat. He took her cash. He took her stash of kitty treats and her new car. The nearest bar was open late for Kitty's date. In spite of Jane, she danced and purred, or so I've heard. That's why she came with him. What's his name?
Anita, may I ask you to read Dirty Blonde and Blue?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay. Dirty Blonde and Blue. How would you describe yourself? Multi-ethnic? Light-skinned black? Dark-skinned black? Red with freckles? Dirty blonde and blue? It's a trick question. No woman would describe herself that way. But whatever a woman says, whatever a woman does, to land a job, to make a sale, to get a vote, they can't get past the meat market of perception. Cute as a button, ugly as a boil, pretty as a picture, plain as live soap, a goddess, a dog. Thank you.
Does anyone else want to share who didn't have a chance or would like to share one of their other poems?
Okay, go up there.
I don't want to force anyone to remember. Do you want to? You can stand there or you can speak up. Oh,
That's another one. This is not one that I submitted, but this is one that I'm working on at the moment, so it's always good to have practice. So Sherry, I often used to memorize poems, but I don't so much anymore, just because it's, it's hard to do, especially as you get older. But I'm taken to learning this one again because as you get older, you need to strengthen your brain. So I'm not memorizing it anymore because I feel the pressure to have to, but because I need those synapses to just pay attention to memory. So it's a little exercise that I'm doing. So this is called Take the Mask Off. Take the mask off. Go deep, dig under. Warp the false identity protecting the selling point. Washing out the twisted perception bent by time. Take the mask off. Stand naked in the level playing field of false bravado, wishing past its master plan to keep it hidden. Faking the muster of dancing the prance and manipulating the story, who your face is meant to be. Not the stare throwing them all down the beaten path. Rocking out noise of shaping its thunder, making papier-mâché statues of me almighty. Rolling the boulder to watch it fall to the end of have no doubt. Take the mask off. Reveal the real flaws in all, thorn and bush, bastard to life. See my twine and draw it closer. Shaking my pounding chest to speak the words pressed silent by your dissident response. Warping all sense of chakra force, stuck orange by the blues in my mouth. Take the mask off again in multiple pleas to channel a clear transmission into acceptance. Buoyed upon your doorstep and swept up by your tears. Touched with multiple personalities, longing to be helped in your arms, swallowed shallow in the currents, bobbing lifeless to resist this wretched nonsense. See my face, watch it grow through the lies, standing upright for the paused, strapped in, defenseless. Wobble top my arrogance to do it alone. Grabbing at fingertips spread out so all will feel. Falling wet to mop it up, dissolved to a puddle across the mirror, smeared in black ink, dripping off a masquerade of newly painted glitter.
Sorry, I'm up here once again. I'm just trying to get over my jitters. So thank you. I did one other poem called Just Dance. Sometimes you need to let go. wherever you are, wherever you go, just dance. No need for a stage, there is music everywhere, in nature and in your heart, never mind those who stare. For when you dance, there's hope that those around you will move with you so slightly or smile just standing still. To dance around is freeing and healing as well. Everyone should try it and feel their stress and fears dispel. You can move yourself from side to side, swing your arms and spin, be one with your music. It's fun once you begin. You too can embrace that joy. As a dancer, I can say, let loose if just for a moment and you'll have a better day.
So, this poem is called The Word Alone, and it is, the idea is sort of like, I use poetry as a place to re-see the world, to sort of experience again things that have happened or happening or I think are just down the road. And so I thought that I would do one that just simply talked about that process itself, so the word alone. The word alone does not make fire. The spark of your imagination against the angst of emotion, that might work. The word is a stepping stone, a kernel of truth or passion. These things hold the power. These things take you to a forbidden shore. There you are washed up among the debris of wrecked lives, hopes, aspirations, unattainable horizons. This is salvage, not accounting. Why would you even be there if not for some catastrophic misadventure? Desperation drives you to the word. It is not a need to know. It is absolutely must. The kid has his finger in the dike and someone better do something fast or the entire world as we know it will come to an end. Must know. This is your connected trafficking with the human experience. The chalkboard, where you cross things off the list, refine compassion, resuscitate a credible vestige of truth. You make your stand, your escape, and your salvation, and you do it by the word alone. Thank you.
Alright, one more time. I promise. This is the other, one of the ones I entered, actually. I think it's, I don't know which one it's called, but actually, I haven't listened yet. But this one's called That's Brutal Babe. So what, I'm a savage, I ain't average. I see it, I want it, I don't have, if I don't have it, I ravage. So what, I'm a young savant, I was made, not found, now I'm not around. Cause you ain't never gonna hold me down. I cannot be bound, no filter on this mouth. Sometimes I take things south, my anger problems won't go away. Probably gets me into trouble, they say. Need to take a mental health day. But I never get a break from you, baby. Being with you is so draining. I can't ever stop raining. You make it harder to get by. I really did give it a try. When I walk by, they don't look me in the eye. I hear them whisper inside, why has she always gotta cry? It's cause my words are malicious and you're always suspicious. That's why I'm so brutal, babe.
drop until everybody has been heard, right? Everybody who wants to be heard, and everybody who wants to hear has heard. Okay, so this is bluebird and a laurel thicket, for those of you who like this one best. Thick laurel nearly hid a lonely scout, one bluebird, feathers puffed and perching low. Some daring mountain laurel buds peep out as if to get a glimpse of coming snow. White Christmas in December never came. Snow-dusted January once or twice. The snows of February starved the game. The storms of March bring wind and killing ice. The mountain laurels quiver on the shore. The lake, unfrozen now, for 8 long years, does not see winter skaters anymore. The sleet falls on the lake like frozen tears. The laurel in a thicket with her kind protects her bird too well for death to find. Thank you.
I'll take advantage of the opportunity to read. This one is called Walking the Dog. I know that lots of people in town have dogs. Morning has not yet entered the houses we pass, nor the one we left behind. First light finds only our footprints in blue shadows and new fallen snow. Our breath throws back upon itself, a frozen palm pressed against our mouths, to protect a perfect silence. Our legs, your 4, mine 2, shake off sleep slowly. Our pace interrupted by your nose for news deposited on frosted grass, by my gaze at Christmas lights muted by mantles of snow. Behind dark windows, we do not know who sleeps or watches from lightless rooms. Doors shut tight shun this morning's light. Do dogs within chase yesterday's squirrels with quivering feet, slumber still, curled small as we walk by, unaware of the greeting you leave steaming on the street? We hurry now, our legs alive. There is much that we must do. When we return to where we started, the kitchen light runs down the steps to welcome us home.
So thank you all. Unless there's someone else who wants to share, we still absolutely have time. But if no one else is interested, please enjoy some of the refreshments. And thank you all so much for coming. And thank you to Bill Glass. He does such a nice job covering a lot of the library's events. So thank you so much.
Why are you nervous? Did you want me to go with you? Read it? You could have asked me.
Like music, for one of my coolest, like, have a beat. I like to use it. I like to break out so I like to take Charlie on that one too. Yeah. I can take her, she can pick out some donuts tomorrow.
Thank you.
Well, for you it was. It was like the last unit of your We're only on this. My teacher makes extra modules. She makes us do modules. We're still in the civil war. You guys, we just started the section. Yeah, we just started.
Idę. Idziemy. Do domu.
What?